So today we're going to be looking at King of Tokyo. We've played this one several times before.
Except Bob.
Except for Bob. So really, the question is, Bob, was it good for you?
Meh.
Really? All right.
Okay, here's the thing. It's a kind of a mindless game.
I won't deny that.
It's just very mindless. It's entirely dependent on the Yahtzee style, Farkle-ish style dice rolling concept.
Yeah.
There's really no depth to the game. It's just that. It's just dice rolls and then saying, okay, well the dice allow me to do this, so that's what I'll do. And that's basically it.
See, I think the cards add a little bit more to it than that.
But the cards are only relevant if the dice allow you to do the cards.
That is true.
So,
okay.
it has one game mechanic, which is dice. That's it. That's really it. So, here's the thing.
A little bit of resource management.
Yeah, but no.
Mostly
Energy
dice.
is your resource, and you can spend it.
Yeah.
But, okay, so...
You can win by victory points or knocking other people out.
Yeah, okay. I'm just saying it's just kind of take out your brain and set it aside, like you're watching Entertainment Tonight or something. It's just like one of those things.
See, I
just play the game.
I cannot agree with that. There's enough decisions as to, do I re-roll this? Do I not re-roll? Okay, I hate dice. Dice hate me. This is like a mutual hate relationship. But this game is so dicey. This game is so dicey, it doesn't seem to matter.
It's so random, nothing matters.
Kind of?
Well, wow, why don't we just flip a coin and before we open it? Let's just not open up the box. And we'll just say, hey, we're going to play King of Tokyo and just fucking flip a coin. And whoever gets heads wins.
Well, that would be a game that's not King of Tokyo.
Yeah.
But that's still the same thing. Then you've saved yourself from having to play the game.
But it's a fun game.
It's okay.
Well, and that's... Okay, are we running into the same problem as we ran into with the Dresden Files, where it's like it's a short game, so it doesn't bother me as much? That it's not like a super in-depth game?
I kind of like that it's a short game or whatever. I'm just saying that it's just one of those things where, you either win or you lose and you don't care.
Right.
I don't know, there was never really a thing like, am I really trying to win?
I think...
It just didn't
like
happen.
on that last turn you were, though.
No, I really wasn't.
What I would say is, it was not a typical game. Like, normally someone gets knocked out through combat.
Often, at least, yeah.
And if that's the case, then it's more... You're more engaged or upset, or there's more emotion to it if someone is...
But John was playing for rolling numbers, and was doing quite well at that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but he didn't win.
No, but he was one turn away from winning.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you were probably one turn away from winning.
Right.
Like it was yes, the dice ultimately determined who won, because that's the game. But I don't think that it's a negative.
Right.
You're rolling a bunch of dice and you get a bunch of rerolls.
Okay. So, I guess for me...
It's Monster Yahtzee.
It is Monster Yahtzee. Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
For me, this is a family game. With a nerdy theme so that it can also just be kind of a filler game or a throwaway game.
Sure.
Yeah, I would say that. It's a filler game.
Which is fine. Like, I was late arriving tonight. You guys could have just been down here playing King of Tokyo until I showed up.
Yeah, but then I would probably not want to play anything else, because then I would have lost the will to play anything else.
It wasn't that bad.
It's not a bad game. It's a good game. I
know. It's like if playing a game or watching The Bachelor. Like, I didn't enjoy it, but if I
fuck, dude, those are fighting words.
But if I just needed like some background noise, like if I just wanted to hear some people droning on in the background,
I'm just gonna turn on Firefly at that point.
Because then we would stop and watch it. But I'm
Well,
saying
that's
that
true,
the
but I
game
just would
kinda-
turn it off if I was going to have The Bachelor on.
I'm just saying the game just it's just kind of there. I don't know. It doesn't really strike me as something that, man, I really can't wait to play King of Tokyo. I really can't.
No, I would agree with that.
Okay.
It's not a game that, like, you plan a game night around
No.
by any means.
You guys did.
No.
No.
But
We played one game for a very, very long time, and then we said,
We said, hey, how do we end the evening on a low note? Oh, I got an idea. Let's just torture Bob with King of Tokyo.
no, I was
Christ.
torturing you with Riot Juice.
That was not torture. Riot Juice was the best part of this evening.
so I would say my issues with the game are not the same as Bob's, but I do have some issues. I feel like some of the cards, jetpacks, are
Super broken.
super broken.
Yeah, that's
Um,
sick.
And I feel
But
like...
it is one card out of a stack that big.
Yes. Because of the randomness, in some games, some other cards can feel broken.
Like
your...
Time
Oh yeah,
freeze.
my
Yeah,
time
your time
freeze
freeze.
was boss.
It was
Now,
BS.
you could have taken it and never gotten ones.
Yep.
And that's
But
the
see,
random element to it.
I understood. Dice hate me, so they would roll lots of ones. Therefore,
Sure.
it was useful to me.
Right. So,
That's a big gamble.
Except it's really not.
I guess where I'm at is I could see my son's 7 now. We've played Yahtzee a few times.
Mhm.
I could see him liking this more than Yahtzee.
Yeah.
Sure, because it has cartoon characters on it.
Right. And
And
through
your
that,
daughter would like it because there's a pink bunny.
and through that, he would become more interested in kind of the resource management piece of it.
Sure.
Like, I'm going to buy this because it changes what I can do,
Sure.
which would plant a seed into his
So,
head.
so what you're
for
saying is that
further
this
games
is
down the
like
road.
a gateway game up from just like a family board night game.
Mhm.
This is like a nerd game gateway drug.
I'm saying I'm a stranger in a van, and then this is candy.
There we go.
Wow.
Okay.
Good lord. So you're saying you're
Because
a friend
he's
of
a
children?
friend of children.
Friend of children is
Friend of children.
Really saying.
Like some weird ass Gamora fucking turtle on there.
Yeah, that's exactly what they were going for.
Jesus.
So now it makes a whole lot more sense to me.
Yeah, that's great. I don't know. I don't know how much. Did Richard Garfield actually make this game, or did they just stamp his fucking name on it? Because
I'm
I'm
sure-
very disappointed.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's not designer.
hold on a
He
second.
is the king of
Let
Tokyo.
me see. Dice Tower Seal of Excellence. Dice Tower Best Family Game. Golden Geek. Major Fun Award. Well, while you may not care for it, apparently Richard Garfield did okay for himself with this game.
Despite it not being great.
The thing is,
your name carries a lot of weight. I mean, a lot of Stephen King novels aren't up to par, but yet
That is-
people
that is
still
true.
sold millions of them.
The thing is, this is a great game.
Is it?
Yes, it is. It's a great game.
It's a
It is
sort of good game.
No.
It's not a gamer's game.
Yes, it's a great game. You can set it down. You don't have to explain terrible much. You can play the game. It's engaging enough that everyone around the table
engaging enough.
It's engaging enough. Because what it's for is you're sitting around talking with your friends and you're playing the game. It's a nerdy version of Yahtzee. Yes. But there's way more to it than Yahtzee. It's not just dice because the cards change what the dice do. It's not just dice because, sure, you can roll a bunch of threes, but if you get knocked out, it didn't help you. There is strategy to it. It is not super in-depth strategy. We're not playing Virgin Queen here. It's just, but it is. It's a great game. There's nothing wrong with this game. It's just maybe not the game that you were hoping for.
I didn't really have any expectations. I was actually looking forward to it because I'd never played it before.
Mhm.
I'm not saying you're wrong necessarily, but I'm just saying that from my play experience, I was just kind of like, oh, okay. It seems kind of lackluster to me.
Should we go to the scores and see where we're at?
Fine.
Would that maybe...
Makes sense to me. Bob should go first, though.
Well, we all already know. I'm going to give it... what the fuck?
It's like a D20, Bob.
I'm giving it a 13 because it's not the worst game I've played, but at the same time, it's not a game I would ultimately be like, oh man, I can't wait to surround that game with fandom. No, I don't know, whatever. I'm just making up words.
Okay. I am actually also giving it a 13, and
Wow.
I was far more positive about this game than you were.
Well, sure.
I think it's above average, and I think 10 is average in
Yeah.
this
Right.
ever-changing scale. So it's an above average game.
It's an above average game. It's just not a lot of fun.
I think it could be a lot of fun.
I think if you
I've had
had-
a lot of fun playing it before. I would
Yeah.
say the last game that we played was not the most fun game of it that I've played. But it does what it does. It just isn't doing what I necessarily want from a game.
Sure.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
it does what
okay.
it does well.
I can see it, yeah. I mean, a lot of people would enjoy this game. I think if I played it a lot, I would probably have games of it that I enjoyed.
Yes.
But would I want to invest that kind of time? Therefore, 13.
Okay.
I'm going to give it a 17. I think it's a really good game. I've played it at this point a lot.
Mhm.
I own it. It was given to me, so I didn't have to pay for it. And no, it's. I have seen all sorts of different victories.
Mm-hmm.
I have seen the cards completely change how the game works. I have seen the cards do nothing in terms of how the game works. It is far... I honestly think, Bob, if we played a few more games, you would probably like the game better.
That's very possible, yeah.
So yeah, I'll give it a 17. It's good.
Okay, well,
And again, much like the Dresden Files, it's short.
Yes.
This particular game took quite a bit longer than some do, but it's a short game. It's good. I like it.
And in a way, it's actually almost shorter the more players you have.
It sure can be.
because you gang up on people until they die.
Well, yeah, to get around to your turn, you never are able to stay in there to get your 2 victory
It's
points.
really
and
rough.
It ends up
Oh.
being just more damage.
Sure. Okay.
So yeah,
Well, maybe I'll readjust later.
fair enough.
After more plays.
Yeah.
But I'm going to need more booze for that.
You're in luck.
Oh my god. More grain alcohol for the grain alcohol god. Oh, fuck it, I'm drinking it.
Right.
Don't do this at home, kids. You got the clap.
What an interesting way to relay that message.
Whee! How do you fucking do this without doing that? And just being stupid mindless like my goddamn toddler.